Welcome to Ladder News. Why would I call it Ladder News? Sarcasm. Exhaustion, pure exhaustion. I wanted to do a video on the fact that my choice not to see color has destroyed my judgment in people. My choice not to see color has destroyed my common sense. So, the first non-white person, not the first, but one that I vehemently supported thinking there would be change. Let's believe the brown man. Can we believe the brown man? Because he said he's going to do good things. So, to my surprise, I put up Kash Patel because he's been one of the largest disappointments to date. Now I firmly believe he's a triple-time agent. And for all you in the background say, man, we told you all along, all these people are corrupt. Oh, they're there. Well, okay. Fine. You got it your way. So I type in Kash Patel. And I'm going to show you all the news sources I get to before you get to Fox News. They're all left-wing until you get to Fox. And I don't even watch Fox. So don't think I watch Fox because I don't watch Fox. I'm just doing this as an example to show you guys how corrupt YouTube is and how outrageous it is, how blocked I am. I'm going to tie it all in. I'm going to get it all together. So, Players Unlimited, left wing. ET Now World, left wing. Economic Times, left wing. Mirror Now, left wing. David Feldman, left wing. Players Unlimited, left wing. ET Now, Players Unlimited, Public Affairs, EMS Now, ET. I'll just stop. I'll just keep on going. All these. We're still going. Left wing media. Left wing. All this is left wing. Fox Dallas, left wing. We're going to keep on going. Boom. That far in these media choices, what, 20, 30 media choices of left-wing news before we get to Fox News. I don't watch Fox News. I get a lot of headlines from Forbes, but it's past Fox. Kash Patel. He bitched about Christopher Wray. Kash Patel was hired under Obama. He bitched about Christopher Wray being on his private jet. Well, Kash Patel now spends more money on his private jet, on his G6. Oh, wait, let me rephrase that. On our G6. He has assigned a SWAT team to protect his, how do we say it, honeypot girlfriend, because a nerdy English dude ain't going to get a chick that looks like a supermodel with a country music career. That just don't happen. Another disappointing one this week I found out. Let me show you another disappointing one. This was really hard. I didn't ever vote for him because he doesn't affect his decisions don't vote mine. But you got to understand, as American citizens, all we get is sound bites. That's all we ever hear is sound bites. Right? That's all we get is little clips and pieces. And that's why they go for that soundbite. When they're in Congress and they're asking questions, it's not to do anything except soundbite so I can retain power. Byron Donalds. Boy, I sure liked him. Didn't you like Byron Donalds? Anybody watch Byron Donalds? Well, he's got wit. He's a banker, smart man economically. But you know what I found out about him this week? You know what I found out about him? The mysterious $45 million that showed up in Byron Donalds' pockets. And it just so happened to be when he started screaming, "I love Israel." Another disappointment. See, my eyes to judge the man because he's a black man, that in me years ago was like, I cannot trust him because of the color of his skin. Now, you may say that's racism. But you know how far that's got me in life? Because when I grew up, I had a black friend, and I would go to his house and spend a night, and every morning we'd spend a night. His mother would start yelling at 7 o'clock in the morning on Saturday morning. You and that white boy need to get up. You know why? Need to get your asses outside, you and that white boy. Now, when he spent the night at my mama's house, he would always tell me that he felt uncomfortable in my mother's house, in my mom and dad's house. Now, mom and dad, my dad's always been a dick, but my mom was always sweet, inviting. She'd get up, cook us breakfast. It was, besides the emotional and physical abuse from my mom and my dad, they'd always had to put on a nice show for the friends and families. But always treated him with respect. Another black friend I had stole money out of my wife's purse to pay off a debt he owed me. This same guy, I got him a job after job after job. I get him a job. I put a reference in for him. He'd come work with me. I'd be a supervisor. Hey, man, we got it. We had fun. And then he'd just get money. And then he'd go out and god dang, he'd get just a little bit of money in his pocket. And then he'd just disappear. In the South, we call that Negro rich. Double G hard R. Byron Donalds. $45 million. Byron Donalds now gets to Officer Tatum. Anybody know Officer Tatum? Now, my guard was up a lot more with Officer Tatum. Not for any reason, not just because he's black, because like I said, I respect everybody. But the main reason with Officer Tatum is his first name. Oh, they're going to start hacking my freaking remote. Look at that. How's my remote never get me in trouble before? Is that weird or what? Look, I can't do my slideshow. See what I mean? I'm getting hacked that fast. Wow, that's freaking amazing. Officer Brandon Tatum. Now, he's a cop. And cops are not that freaking smart. Majority of them are stupid. They couldn't hold down a job saying, "Welcome to my McDonald's. May I take your order, please?" Look at that. Look at that. I'm getting freaking hacked. Officer Tatum. Anyway, he's on the Israel lobby. Israel's good. Israel's good. Tucker Carlson's a communist. Tucker Carlson's an anti-Semite. He's an evil man. He's evil. Look at that. Look, it will let me go to every letter around F, but won't let me go to F. Watch. Watch. Now I can't go over. Now I'm going to try to go. Look, it won't let me go. Officer Tatum. Another corrupt fool. Oh my God, it's so freaking irritating. So freaking irritating, the hacking I deal with. All right. The official. Officer Tatum. This guy. All he does is bash Tucker, Candace, Dave Smith. Now listen, you've heard me talk about Dave Smith. I've never been I admire strong men. Dave Smith's not a strong man, but I'll tell you one thing. Dave Smith has really opened my eyes when it comes to Israel. I'm a preacher's kid. I was taught in school or in church that, hey, Israel's God's chosen people. And then I started studying and I realized when they put Jesus, I could never never figure it out in my mind that my mom and dad saying, well, you have to accept Jesus Christ to be your Lord and Savior before you get into heaven. And then they would say, but Israel's God's chosen people. God let them stay in the desert for 40 years, but he's going to let them into the kingdom. But they're still God's chosen. How do you do that? If you ever read the Talmud, read it. It says that Jesus Christ is burning in feces in hell. That Mother Mary is, and I don't say Mother Mary, I'm just using context here. Mother Mary was a whore who had Jesus, and he was a product of a paid-for relationship. You want to talk about the most foul things, and my biggest eye-opening moment was when I watched a video of Christian street preachers in Israel being spat upon. The Israeli citizens would send their kids to run up and punch these women. They'd run around like little demons and punch them and steal their equipment, knock down their speakers, slap these Chinese women that were there to proselytize in Israel. And when I realized how abusive, you do not go to Israel and you do not worship the Lord Jesus Christ because they will attack you. They will spit on you. They will have you arrested, and the cops will arrest you, and they will kick you. They will abuse you. Officer Tatum approves of that. Jesus Christ says we're supposed to do that. Number one strike against him, the color of his skin. Because it tells me that he will sell out any chance he gets. Now, why did everybody like him? Because he would call out black culture and how corrupt it was. But if they sell out for one thing, for quick hits, they're going to sell out for the next big thing. And them $7,000 checks every time he has a video, the Israeli government's paying $7,000 checks for every video YouTubers, Rumblers, or Facebookers post pro-Israel. That's another one. Let's do this. Who else is next? Here's one I kind of liked, but I never trusted this guy. I never trusted him. Once I realized, it's not going to give it to me. Once I realized that he took money from George Soros, I said, I will not trust him at all. Vivek Ramaswamy. You see, this is another man that I trusted because the GOP told me to. He had good talking points, America this and America that. And then what's he do? Well, the biggest problem is his religion tells him to worship 1,000 demonic beings. Sorry, can't do that. 1,000 demonic beings, that's what you're worshiping? I'm good, bro. But he blew his own self up. How'd he blow himself up? Work visas. Let's bring in thousands and thousands of Indians who can't speak English and then bring them here and train them to do a job and then take that job from American citizens. As if American citizens, we were the greatest workforce in the world until Bill and Hillary Clinton. And anybody that's alive today, because most of you are not old enough to know this, but Bill Clinton was the number one reason. He is the number one person that destroyed manufacturing in America. NAFTA shipped all of our jobs overseas. It just took 4 or 5 years to catch up. Because this is how things work. And just like Trump right now, Trump's doing great things for our economy, bringing in business, I think it's like $4 or $5 trillion worth of investment in America. But this is going to take the next term before we start to see results from that. So he won't get the credit for it. It's the person in office that gets the credit or the demerits for it. But look how Trump's first term, look how fast the economy blew up because he took the freaking reins off. He took the saddle off. He took all the weight off the economy. He took off all the regulation and watched the thing take off. Why can't they all do that? Because they don't want to. They want to bring America down, bring the third world in, and even out the playing field. Because guess what? When you bring in millions and millions of people that don't know their rights, that don't worship your God, and they don't speak your language, and number one, they don't look like you, instant strife. People naturally segregate. And America was a lot nicer, more polite, safe society when we segregate. And here's for the Christians out there, it says, God created all men equal. Yes, he did. But what did he do at the Tower of Babel, where everybody came together to worship Moloch? What did he do? He split them all across the world and gave them their own language so they could not communicate with each other in their love and admiration for Satan. God himself segregated us. And look at the prosperity of America while we were segregated. Vivek, another brown man that I admired. I watched him. I liked his little clips. Who's the next one? Well, this guy that I'm going to show you next, he looks like us. He speaks our same language. But this little son of a gun right here doesn't like you white Americans, you Euro-fascists like me. He hates you. He is Israel only Facts don't care about your feelings. He pretended to care, but his true colors came out. He hates Donald Trump. But as long as Donald Trump is being controlled by the Adelsons, as long as Donald Trump is being controlled by Benjamin Netanyahu, Benji loves him. Ben Shapiro would burn down America intentionally just so he could run to Israel. See, our color is the same. We have the same color. But he is not white, European, American. He is a Jew first, he is a Jew fast, and he is a Jew only. And you are just a person that can help him get to his dreams, or that can help stand up to his bullshit. How many more you want? How many more have we trusted? Oh, I got one. I got one. The biggest disappointment this week. The biggest disappointment this week. Ban Don Gino. We got to keep this Epstein thing alive. We got to keep it alive. We got to keep it on going. We got to expose this stuff. The Israel, Mossad's involved in this one. We got to take them down so we can get our country back. And he gets up in there and he does a humiliation ritual before he goes up into the White House. Before he gets to the FBI, his humiliation ritual is he cuts his balls off and hands it to his wife. You seen that video going around where he's sitting there with his wife and his wife's interviewing him, and I think she's Jewish. And this is while he has the greatest podcast in right-wing media on Rumble. And his wife said, "What's the most important cause to you?" And he goes, the look on his face is the same look when Maria Bartiromo was interviewing him about the Epstein files. And she says, "What's your greatest love?" "My love for Israel." You see, you notice him? He don't look like me. But I pushed him. Because I did not judge him by his race. I didn't judge him by his ethnicity. Now, granted, he's Italian. Now, I don't know if he's got a black mom or a black daddy. I don't know. But I know that his skin color doesn't match mine. The skin color is only a clue. Because clues, as we well know from watching Scooby-Doo when we were younger, clues can lead you to the murderer, or clues could lead you to an ally. Guess what the clues led us to? To the ballless wonder, who is now attacking everyone who once supported him. And he's wondering, why are they all mad at me? But now he's going to solve all the problems. He's going to fix everything now. I mean, he went into government as deputy director of the FBI who said, we need to burn it down. We need to shut it down. Me and Cash are going to run all the bad guys out. And I was like, man, the FBI is really getting shit done. Well, let me tell you about the FBI, what they're getting done. They keep saying all these child traffickers are busting. They keep talking about all these criminals are taken down. And they got all these lists of the bad guys that they're finding and are putting in jail. You know who the bad guys are that they're finding? You know how they twist that stat? They're picking it up in ICE raids. So it isn't separate investigations into bad guys. It's just ICE raids. So he's using one stat for three stats. Look, we got a child trafficker. He's on deportation. Yeah. Oh, we got a child diddler. Oh, he's on deportation. Oh, we got murderers. Oh, he's on deportation. So they're taking one stat and spreading it across the board and saying, look what I did. I'm a winner. Another man who doesn't look like me. Israel first. Ban Don Gino. How many more? I'm losing her name right now. I can't even think about what her name is. And I'm trying to think what her name is. And I can't even think about it. But she's another. Oh, I'll describe to you who she was. She was the first of the GOP during the speeches at CPAC, and I've always found her attractive. But she's a lawyer. She's an Indian. She was one of the first ones to prosecute. She represented Andy Ngo when they went after Antifa. God, I'm trying to get her name, but she works now in the federal government as a civil rights attorney. But she is Indian, and she got in front of CPAC. And you guys may have seen this, and I'll get her name tomorrow. I won't remember right now because I need to forget. I find powerful, smart, intelligent women attractive. It isn't their look; it's just how attractive they are in their. I'm a brain guy. I'm attracted to brains and turns me on. There's a woman in Congress, and you guys like you think she's attractive? Yes, I do. Hagman. Oh my God, I think that woman's sexy as hell. She's a constitutional lawyer. Sorry, just dig it. Anyway, this woman that's in the Civil Rights Division, she gets in front of CPAC and prays in Hindu. Prays to her 1,000 demonic gods. And all the white Republicans, I just love that. Just love that. I mean, she's praying to to 1,000 demonic gods. I mean, Shiva. Pray to Shiva, the god of destruction. Oh, but she's on our team. She's on our team. How many more? How many more? I mean, I need you guys to understand the way I think. I see something, it hits me, I pull out Ladder News. And then I would just make a video. I don't think, I don't plan, I don't do anything. On the videos that I thought and planned, it gets shut down, it gets blocked, or I'm not allowed to edit it, so I got to be hokey pokey on the ladder. Ladder News is because this is on a ladder with a jar of chow chow holding my cell phone up. Ladder News. Like it or not, this is the way it is. But you talk about powerful, Kristi Noem. She's getting the job done. She's a white American rancher getting the job done. She takes no goddamn crap about it. She's deporting them. I don't think that she's doing a good job, but it ain't great. Mass deportations mean you pull up at the freaking elementary school with buses. You go to the office and you get their files out and you call mom and dad. Mommy, daddy, come get me. I need to go home. And when mom and daddy shows up, you chunk them on the bus. If daddy don't show up, you go to daddy's job. You go to daddy's work. Call daddy, daddy. Come here, I got to see you. Put them on the bus. Trump needs to start declaring martial law in every one of these states that they're going to. The states, the roads in Minneapolis, Minnesota should be cleared. Declare martial law. Stay in your houses. We'll be right to you soon. Why are we letting these people dick around in the streets? What are we doing? Order everybody. Why is he not claiming the Insurrection Act? Because it ain't bringing in the Marines. Bring in the Marines, boys. Martial law for that goddamn town. Show where they can and cannot. Go to the city limits on the main roads and have the Marines block it off. If you're outside of your houses, we're going to take a picture of your ass. We're going to look at, because they got the database, guys. They're already using facial recognition on you every single freaking day. So if they mean to do this shit, why ain't we doing it? My fault, guys. I led you astray because I didn't use God's first tool that he gave me for judgment. What's the first tool God gave us for judgment? Our eyes. Our eyes. If I'm walking down a sidewalk and there's 4 or 5 thugs over here and they got dreads down to their ass and they look freaking dangerous, I'm going to walk to the other side of the road. I'm of course going to be armed, but I'm going to walk to the other side of the road and I'm going to just keep my head down and I'm going to keep being me. Now, I'm not going to cower in fear, but I'm going to avoid that trouble. God gave us eyes for a reason. Use them. Woo! God bless. I could go on for days.